Welcome back to PokePlayLab_DBSHQ, your home for competitive Dragon Ball Supercard game content. Here you'll find elite deck profiles, master deck guides, competitive strategy breakdowns, and everything you need to stay ahead of the ever-changing meta. Today, we're breaking down one of the strongest and most feared decks in the 2026 DBS meta, Gogeta, BR Red. This isn't just another deck profile. This is a complete 2026 master deck guide designed to help you understand every card choice. Master the deck's core strategies, learn its strongest combos, improve your decision-making, and maximize your win rate in competitive play. Whether you're preparing for your next local tournament or aiming to dominate higher-level events, this guide will give you the knowledge and confidence to pilot the deck at its highest potential. If you're also a Dragon Ball Super content creator, drop your channel link in the comments below. Let's support one another, grow the community together, and help more players become stronger competitors. Be sure to check out the community tab for polls, channel updates, and upcoming content. Also visit the announcements playlist for tournament news, giveaways, raffles, and other exciting community events. If you enjoy competitive DBS content and want to see more in-depth deck guides like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new master deck guide, strategy breakdown, or meta analysis. Lock in, grab your deck, master the strategy, dominate the competition. Now, let's dive into the Gogeta, BR Red deck and start stacking those Ws. Let's start with our leader, Gogeta, BR with the Saiyan trait. On its front side, Gogeta has 15,000 power and two important abilities that help keep your resources flowing throughout the game. First, whenever this leader attacks, you draw one card. This gives you consistent card advantage every turn, helping you find your combo pieces, defensive options, and key cards much faster than your opponent. For its Awaken ability, during your activate main, battle step, if your life is 5 or less, you can flip this leader over to its awakened side. Once awakened, Gogeta jumps up to 20,000 power, making it much more difficult for your opponent to attack into while also becoming a much stronger offensive threat. Its first awakened ability is excellent for maintaining hand advantage. Whenever Gogeta attacks, you draw 2 cards, then place 1 card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. While you're technically drawing 1 extra card each attack, the real strength is the card filtering. You get to cycle away cards you don't need and dig deeper into your deck to find the exact answers or combo pieces you're looking for. The second ability is what makes this leader such a powerful control engine. Once per turn, if you played a battle card with BR in its card name using Fusion Evolve during that turn, you can choose any number of your opponent's battle cards with a combined total power of 15,000 or less and encode them. This ability is incredibly valuable because it clears away your opponent's smaller battle cards without spending extra resources. It helps eliminate combo extenders, utility cards, and early game threats while opening up attack lanes for your bigger battle cards. Against decks that rely on building a wide board, this effect can completely disrupt their game plan and force them to rebuild from scratch. Overall, Gogeta, BR is the perfect leader for this strategy. It provides consistent card draw, excellent hand filtering, built-in board control, and naturally rewards you for playing the deck exactly the way it was designed, fusion evolving into your powerful BR battle cards while keeping constant pressure on your opponent from the early game all the way through the late game. Next, we have 4 copies of Son Goku, BR with the Saiyan trait. This is a level 1 battle card with 5,000 power and a 5,000 combo value, making it useful in both the early game and during defensive or offensive combo battles. Its ability is simple but extremely important. When you play this card, you draw 1 card. While that may not seem flashy, it's one of the reasons this card is so valuable in the deck. Replacing itself immediately means you maintain your hand size while digging deeper into your deck for your key combo pieces, fusion evolve targets, and defensive options. This card also helps keep the deck moving at a consistent pace. Since it costs very little to play and generates immediate value, it allows you to develop your board without falling behind on resources. Every extra card you see increases your chances of finding the exact pieces you need to execute your strategy. Another reason we play the full 4 copies is consistency. You want to see Son Goku, BR early in almost every game because it helps smooth out your opening turns, improves your overall card quality. It's an excellent starter that keeps your hand full while advancing your game plan. Overall, Son Goku, BR is one of the deck's best early game cards. It provides efficient card advantage, improves consistency, and helps you establish the board while preparing for the deck's more powerful plays later in the game. Next, we have 4 copies of Chilai, BR with the Frieza's Army trait. This is a level 1 battle card with 5000 power and an excellent 10,000 combo value, making it a solid defensive card that also plays an important role in advancing our game plan. Its ability is where the value really comes in. During your activate main step, if your leader is awakened, you can place Chi from your battle area into its owner's drop area to draw 1 card, then play a battle card with a cost of 2 or less from your hand. Other than Chi BR, in rest mode, this ability gives the deck 2 major advantages. First, it replaces itself by drawing a card, helping you maintain your hand size while digging deeper into your deck for key combo pieces and answers. Second, it lets you cheat another battle card into play without paying its energy cost, allowing you to develop your board much more efficiently. That free body is incredibly valuable because it helps you build your field faster, set up your fusion evolve plays, and apply pressure without falling behind on resources. Even though the battle card enters in rest mode, you're still gaining tempo by putting another attacker or combo piece on the board for free. Running 4 copies maximizes your consistency. You want to see Chi throughout the game because she's an excellent extender that turns one battle card into another while replacing herself with a draw. That combination of card advantage and free board development is exactly what this deck wants. Overall, Chi BR is one of the deck's best support cards. She keeps your hand full, accelerates your board presence, and helps you transition into your stronger mid-game and late-game plays, making her an essential piece of the deck's overall strategy. Next, we have 4 copies of Tamagami No. 3, DA with the Demon Realm trait. This is a level 2 battle card with 15,000 power and a 5,000 combo value, making it a solid defensive option that can also apply pressure when it's your turn to attack. Its first ability is Blocker. After your opponent declares an attack, you may switch this card to rest mode to redirect that attack to Tamagami No. 3 instead. This gives you another layer of protection by helping keep your leader or your more important battle cards safe from your opponent's attacks. Its second ability is what makes this card especially difficult for your opponent to deal with. Once per turn, Tamagami No. 3 can't be KO'd. That means the first time your opponent tries to remove it with an attack or a co-effect each turn, it simply stays on the field, forcing them to invest additional resources if they want to get rid of it. Together, these abilities make Tamagami No. 3 an incredible defensive wall. It can absorb attacks, protect your key pieces, and continue sticking around turn after turn. That extra survivability gives you more time to assemble your combos, evolve into your stronger battle cards, and maintain control of the game. We're running 4 copies because consistency is key. Seeing this card early allows you to establish a durable board presence, slow down aggressive decks, and force your opponent to waste attacks and removal on a battle card that's designed to stay in play. Overall, Tamagami No. 3, DA fits this deck perfectly. It provides reliable protection, incredible staying power, and buys you the time you need to set up your strongest plays while making it much harder for your opponent to break through your defenses. Next, we have 4 copies of Vegeta, BR with the Saiyan trait. This is a level 2 battle card with 20,000 power and a 5,000 combo value, making it a strong mid-game attacker that also plays a key role in setting up your Fusion Evolve strategy. Its ability can be used once per turn during your activate main step. You reveal a card with Fusion Evolve from your hand, then choose up to 1 Son Goku, BR in your battle area. Both Vegeta, BR and the chosen Son Goku, BR gain 5,000 power until the end of the turn. At first glance, this may look like a simple power boost, but it does much more than that. Revealing a Fusion Evolve card lets your opponent know what's coming, but in return, you immediately strengthen 2 of your battle cards. That extra 5,000 power on each card makes your attacks much harder to defend against and often forces your opponent to spend additional combo cards just to survive. The power increase is especially valuable because it keeps both Son Goku and Vegeta on the field as stronger fusion materials. Your opponent now has to deal with larger threats before you can Fusion Evolve into your more powerful battle cards, putting them under constant pressure. If they ignore them, they're giving you the opportunity to evolve into your win conditions. If they try to remove them, they're often spending valuable resources before you've even committed to your biggest plays. We're running 4 copies because Vegeta, BR is one of the deck's most consistent setup cards. It provides early offensive pressure, increases the value of your battle cards already on the field, and helps prepare your Fusion Evolve turns by ensuring your Goku and Vegeta remain meaningful threats. Overall, Vegeta, BR fits this deck perfectly. It strengthens your board, pressures your opponent into making difficult decisions, and helps bridge the gap between your early game setup and your explosive Fusion Evolve plays that ultimately close out the game. Next, we have 4 copies of Son Goku, BR with the Saiyan trait. This is a level 2 battle card with 20,000 power and a 5,000 combo value, making it a powerful attacker that becomes even more threatening as your opponent builds their board. Its ability activates whenever this card attacks. During that battle, Son Goku gains 5,000 power for each battle card in your opponent's battle area. This ability makes Son Goku an excellent answer to decks that like to flood the board with multiple battle cards. The more characters your opponent has in play, the stronger Son Goku becomes. Against a wide board, it's not uncommon for this card to swing for 35,000, 40,000, or even more power, forcing your opponent to commit a large number of combo cards just to defend the attack. That creates a difficult decision for your opponent. They can either play more battle cards to develop their strategy and make Son Goku stronger, or they can hold back their resources to keep his power in check. Either way, you're putting pressure on them and disrupting the way they want to play the game. We're running 4 copies because Son Goku, BR, is one of the deck's primary offensive threats. It applies constant pressure throughout the game, punishes opponents for overextending their board, and pairs perfectly with the deck's overall Fusion Evolve strategy. Since this deck wants to keep both Goku and Vegeta on the field, Son Goku not only attacks for massive damage but also serves as an ideal setup piece for your stronger Fusion Evolve plays later in the game. Overall, Son Goku, BR, is an efficient, high-pressure attacker that forces difficult decisions, scales naturally against wide boards, and helps create the momentum this deck needs to overwhelm opponents and finish games. Next, we have 2 copies of Veku, BR, with the Saiyan trait. This is a level 3 battle card with 10,000 power and a 10,000 combo value. While its attack power is relatively low for level 3, that's not why we're playing this card. Veku's real value comes from its utility and how well it supports the deck's Fusion Evolve strategy. Its first ability is Fusion Evolve. By paying the required skill cost, you can Fusion Evolve Veku on top of Son Goku, BR, and Vegeta, BR, both with a cost of 2 or less. And it enters the battle area in active mode. This gives you an efficient way to convert your setup pieces into a stronger battle card without spending additional energy, while also keeping the pressure on your opponent. Its second ability is where Veku really shines. During your activate main step, you can place Veku from your battle area into its owner's drop area to add up to 1 Son Goku, BR, and up to 1 Vegeta, BR, both with a cost of 2 or less, from your drop area to your hand. This effect is incredibly valuable because it recovers the exact fusion materials you need. If your Son Goku and Vegeta have already been used, KO'd, or discarded earlier in the game, Veku lets you bring them back to your hand so you can rebuild your board and set up another Fusion Evolve turn. That gives the deck excellent resource recovery and makes it much harder for your opponent to stop your game plan over the course of a long match. We're running 2 copies because Veku is more of a support card than a primary win condition. You want access to it during the mid and late game when recovering your fusion pieces is most impactful, but drawing too many copies early can slow down your opening turns. Overall, Veku, BR, is an excellent utility card that keeps your fusion engine running smoothly. It transforms your early game setup into stronger plays, recycles your key Saiyan pieces, and ensures you always have the resources to continue applying pressure throughout the game. Next, we have 2 copies of Son Goku with the Saiyan, Universe 7, Tournament of Power traits. This is a level 3 battle card with 25,000 power and a 5,000 combo value, making it a powerful mid to late game attacker that can quickly put your opponent on the defensive. Its key ability is critical. Whenever this card deals damage to your opponent, that life card is placed directly into the drop area instead of being added to your opponent's hand. This ability is incredibly valuable because it denies your opponent one of the biggest advantages in Dragon Ball Supercard game, adding life cards to their hand. Normally, every point of damage gives your opponent another card to defend themselves or extend their combos. With critical, they don't get that extra resource. Instead, the life card goes straight to the drop area, reducing their life total without increasing their hand size. That creates constant pressure throughout the game. Your opponent is forced to decide whether to spend combo cards defending the attack or risk taking critical damage and losing valuable resources. Either choice works in your favor. If they defend, they weaken their hand. If they take the hit, they lose life without gaining another card. We're running 2 copies because Son Goku is an excellent pressure card, but it's not the centerpiece of the deck. Overall, this Son Goku fits the deck perfectly by applying relentless pressure, limiting your opponent's resources through critical damage, and helping you close out games more efficiently once you've established control of the board. Next, we have 4 copies of Son Goku with the Saiyan, Universe 7 traits. This is a level 4 battle card with an impressive 30,000 power. While it has 0 combo power, don't let that fool you. this card isn't meant to be used as combo fodder. It's one of the deck's primary offensive threats and an excellent tool for controlling your opponent's board. Its first ability activates when this card is played. You can choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 15,000 power until the end of the turn. This effect is incredibly valuable because it weakens or even removes smaller battle cards immediately. In many situations, reducing a battle card's power by 15,000 is enough to KO it outright or leave it vulnerable to one of your attacks. That allows you to clear blockers, remove key support cards, or eliminate combo pieces before your opponent can get value from them. Its second ability is what makes this card such a dangerous finisher. Whenever Son Goku KOs one of your opponent's battle cards in battle, your opponent takes 1 damage. This means every successful KO does more than just remove a threat from the board, it also puts direct pressure on your opponent's life. Instead of simply trading battle cards, you're advancing your win condition at the same time. Your opponent now has to think twice before leaving smaller battle cards on the field because attacking into them can cost them both a battle card and a life. These two abilities work perfectly together. First, Son Goku weakens an opposing battle card with minus 15,000 power, making it much easier to defeat in battle. Then, after KOing that battle card, his second ability rewards you by dealing an additional point of damage to your opponent. It's a powerful combination of board control and offensive pressure that can quickly swing the momentum of the game in your favor. We're running 4 copies because this is one of the deck's strongest mid to late game battle cards. It consistently removes threats, pressures your opponent's life, and forces difficult decisions every turn. Left unanswered, Son Goku can completely take over the game by controlling the board while steadily pushing your opponent closer to defeat. Overall, this card fits the deck perfectly. It combines removal, aggressive pressure, and efficient damage into one battle card, making it an essential piece of the strategy and one of the best ways to maintain momentum while closing out games. Next, we have 2 copies of Beerus with the God of Destruction, Universe 7 traits. This is a level 5 battle card with an incredible 35,000 power. Although it has 0 combo power, Beerus is not meant to be used as combo material. Instead, it's a devastating late-game threat that can completely shift the momentum of a match the moment it hits the field. Its first ability is critical. Whenever Beerus deals damage to your opponent, that life card is placed directly into the drop area instead of being added to their hand. This is incredibly powerful because it denies your opponent the extra cards they would normally gain from taking damage. Every successful attack weakens their life total without giving them additional resources to fight back. Its second ability is where Beerus truly shines. When you play this card, you discard 1 card from your hand, then choose all of your opponent's battle cards with 25,000 power or less and KO them. This effect can completely wipe out your opponent's board in a single play. Against decks that rely on multiple low and mid-cost battle cards, Beerus can remove several threats at once, eliminate blockers, and disrupt your opponent's entire game plan. While discarding a card is part of the cost, the value you gain from clearing the board is almost always worth it, especially if it leaves your opponent with little or no field presence. These abilities work perfectly together. First, Beerus clears away your opponent's smaller battle cards, creating an open path to attack. Then, with 35,000 power and critical, he becomes an incredibly difficult threat to stop. Your opponent is forced to either spend a large number of combo cards defending the attack or take critical damage and lose a life card without adding it to their hand. We're running 2 copies because Beerus is a powerful late-game finisher and board control card. But you typically don't want to see multiple copies early in the game. 2 copies give you reliable access when the matchup calls for it without reducing the deck's overall consistency. Overall, Beerus is an outstanding addition to this deck. He provides massive board control, punishes opponents who overextend their field, and applies relentless pressure with critical attacks. Whether you're breaking through a crowded board or closing out a game, Beerus has the ability to completely swing the match in your favor. Next, we have 3 copies of Son Goku with the Saiyan, Universe 7 traits. This is a level 5 battle card with an impressive 35,000 power. Although it has 0 combo power, this card is one of the deck's primary finishers, capable of controlling the board while applying tremendous pressure to your opponent's life. Its first ability is Double Strike, which means whenever this card deals damage to your opponent, it inflicts 2 life damage instead of 1. That's a huge threat, especially in the late game. If your opponent doesn't have an answer, a single successful attack can cut their remaining life in half or even end the game on the spot. Its second ability activates when this card is played. You can choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 20,000 power until the end of the turn. This effect is incredibly valuable because it removes or severely weakens one of your opponent's key battle cards before you even declare an attack. In many situations, reducing a battle card by 20,000 power is enough to KO it immediately or leave it vulnerable to one of your other attackers. It also helps clear blockers and defensive threats, making it much easier for Son Goku to connect with your opponent's leader. These two abilities work perfectly together. First, Son Goku weakens or removes one of your opponent's battle cards when he enters the field, helping you gain control of the board. Then, with 35,000 power and double strike, he immediately becomes a massive offensive threat that forces your opponent to commit a large number of combo cards just to survive. If they can't stop the attack, they're taking 2 life in a single swing, which can quickly turn the game in your favor. We're running 3 copies because this card is one of the deck's best finishers. It gives you consistent access to a powerful late-game threat without overcrowding your hand with multiple high-cost battle cards early in the game. Overall, this Son Goku is an excellent fit for the deck. It combines board control, high attack power, and double strike into one card, allowing you to remove threats, maintain offensive pressure, and close out games quickly once you've established control of the battlefield. Next, we have 2 copies of Son Goku with the Saiyan Universe 7 traits. This is a level 6 battle card with a massive 40,000 power. While it has 0 combo power, this is one of the deck's strongest late-game threats, capable of turning the momentum of the game the moment it enters the battlefield. Its first ability activates when this card is played. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, the next damage you would take is negated. This provides an incredible layer of protection, giving you extra survivability and often buying you the additional turn you need to finish the game. Whether your opponent is setting up a big attack or trying to make a comeback, this effect can completely disrupt their plans by preventing a crucial point of damage. Its second ability activates whenever this card attacks. You choose all of your opponent's battle cards, and each of them gets minus 20,000 power until the end of the turn. This is where Son Goku becomes a game-changing threat. Reducing the power of your opponent's entire board by 20,000 can instantly KO many smaller battle cards, while leaving larger threats significantly weakened. It clears away blockers, removes key support cards, and makes it much easier for your other battle cards to attack safely. Against decks that build a wide board, this ability can completely dismantle their field with a single attack. The combination of these 2 abilities makes Son Goku incredibly difficult to deal with. He protects you by negating your next damage, then immediately swings the game in your favor by weakening your opponent's entire board. With 40,000 power, he's already a massive attacker, and once the opposing field has been reduced in power, your opponent has very few options to stop the pressure. We're running 2 copies because this is a powerful late-game finisher rather than an early gameplay. 2 copies give us reliable access to this game-changing effect without overcrowding our hand with multiple high-cost battle cards. Overall, this Son Goku is an outstanding fit for the deck. It combines offense, defense, and board control into one battle card. It protects your life, clears your opponent's field, and creates the perfect opportunity to take over the game and close out the match. Next, we have 2 copies of Gogeta, BR with the Saiyan trait. This is a level 6 battle card with 35,000 power. While it has 0 combo power, don't let that discourage you. This is one of the deck's primary win conditions and one of the most explosive cards you'll play all game. Its first ability is Fusion Evolve. By paying 1 energy, you can play Gogeta on top of Son Goku, BR and Vegeta, BR, as long as both have 20,000 power or more, and Gogeta enters the battle area in active mode. This is an incredibly efficient evolution. Instead of spending multiple turns building a brand new attacker, you're upgrading 2 battle cards that are already on the field into a single, powerful threat that can attack immediately. Because Gogeta enters in active mode, your opponent has very little time to react before you begin applying pressure. Its second ability is what makes this card so dangerous. Once per turn, whenever Gogeta attacks, if your leader is Gogeta, BR, you may switch this card back to active mode. In other words, Gogeta can attack, restand, and attack again during the same turn. 2 attacks from a 35,000 power battle card can put enormous pressure on your opponent, forcing them to spend a huge amount of combo power just to survive. If they don't have enough resources, Gogeta can quickly take over the game by dealing multiple attacks in a single turn. This ability also works perfectly with everything the deck is trying to accomplish. Throughout the game, you're building your board with Son Goku, BR and Vegeta, BR, strengthening them, and preparing for your Fusion Evolve turns. Once Gogeta hits the field, all of that setup pays off, transforming your early game investment into an aggressive finisher that can overwhelm your opponent before they have a chance to recover. We're running 2 copies because Gogeta is a late-game payoff card. You want to see it when your fusion pieces are ready, but drawing too many copies early can slow down your setup. 2 copies provide the right balance between consistency and efficiency. Overall, Gogeta BR is one of the most powerful cards in the deck. It rewards your fusion strategy, creates explosive offensive turns with multiple attacks, and gives you a reliable way to close out games once you've established control of the battlefield. When this card comes down, it's often the moment your opponent is forced into survival mode. Next, we have 2 copies of Gogeta BR with the Saiyan trait. This is a level 6 battle card with a massive 40,000 power. Although it has 0 combo power, this is the deck's premier win condition and one of the most devastating threats you can play in the late game. Its first ability is Fusion Evolve. By paying 2 energy, you can Fusion Evolve this card on top of Son Goku BR and Vegeta BR, as long as both battle cards have 20,000 power or more. Gogeta enters the battle area in active mode, allowing it to immediately apply pressure instead of waiting until your next turn. Its second ability activates when Gogeta is played. You choose all of your opponent's battle cards, and each of them gets minus 25,000 power until the end of the turn. This is an incredibly powerful board control effect. Against many decks, reducing every battle card by 25,000 power is enough to KO most of your opponent's field outright. Even if larger battle cards survive, they're left weak enough to be removed in battle. This clears away blockers, utility cards, and key attackers, leaving your opponent with very few defensive options. The third ability is what truly makes this card unique. At the end of your turn, if your opponent has exactly 1 life remaining and no battle cards in their battle area, you automatically win the game. That alternate win condition forces your opponent into an almost impossible situation. They can't focus only on protecting their last life, they also have to make sure they keep a battle card on the field. But after Gogeta has already reduced every battle card by 25,000 power, doing both at the same time becomes extremely difficult. This creates tremendous pressure. If your opponent commits more battle cards to avoid the alternate win condition, they're exposing more resources to your removal. If they play conservatively, they risk ending the turn with an empty field and immediately losing the game. Every decision becomes more difficult once Gogeta hits the battlefield. We're running 2 copies because this is the deck's ultimate payoff card. Your early turns are spent developing Son Goku BR and Vegeta BR, and your mid-game is all about maintaining pressure while preparing your fusion pieces. Gogeta rewards all of that setup by combining 40,000 attack power, massive board control, and an alternate victory condition into one game-ending battle card. Overall, Gogeta BR perfectly complements the deck's strategy. It punishes opponents who build a wide board, clears away their defenses, and creates multiple paths to victory. Whether you're winning through overwhelming attacks or forcing your opponent into its alternate win condition, this is the card that ties the entire deck together and gives you one of the strongest finishers in the 2026 DBS meta. Next, we're running 4 copies of Golden Frieza BR with the Frieza clan, Frieza's army trait to level 7. He's got 15,000 attack power, 10,000 defense, and 2 key abilities. Super Combo: you can only include up to 4 Super Combo cards total in your deck. Auto: opponent's turn. When you combo with this card from your hand, it gets 10,000 combo power, making it a 20,000 combo on defense. He got an auto ability that triggers on your opponent's turn, when you combo with this card from your hand. It gains 10,000 combo power, turning it into a 20,000 combo shield on defense. That's huge for surviving big pushes. The key tip here? Never waste your super combos for energy. Always hold them back to stop your opponent's biggest attacks and swing the momentum in your favor. Next, we have 2 copies of Tournament of Power Arena. This is a level 2 field extra card that provides consistent value throughout the game instead of being a one-time effect. Its first ability is Field, which means it remains in your battle area until another field card replaces it. As long as it stays in play, you have access to its powerful support effect every turn. Its second ability can be activated during the battle step. You switch Tournament of Power Arena to Rest mode to choose your leader or up to one of your battle cards, and it gains 5,000 power for that battle. While a 5,000 power boost may seem simple, it's incredibly impactful in Dragon Ball Supercard game. That extra power can be the difference between winning and losing a battle. Offensively, it helps your attacks reach important power thresholds, forcing your opponent to spend additional combo cards to defend. Defensively, it can help your leader or one of your battle cards survive an attack without committing as many resources from your hand. This card also works extremely well with the deck's fusion strategy. Since you're often attacking with powerful cards like Son Goku BR, Vegeta BR, and your various Gogeta BR fusion evolutions. That additional 5000 power makes already threatening attackers even harder to stop. It also helps protect your fusion materials before they evolve, making it more difficult for your opponent to disrupt your setup. We're running 2 copies because it's an excellent support card, but it's not something you need to see every game. 2 copies give us reliable access without taking up too much space in the deck, allowing us to focus on our core battle cards while still benefiting from the extra utility when it matters most. Overall, Tournament of Power Arena is a simple but highly effective support card. It provides repeatable power boosts, improves both your offense and defense, helps preserve your resources during battles, and perfectly complements the deck's aggressive Fusion Evolve strategy by making your strongest battle cards even more difficult to deal with. Next, we have 4 copies of Time Skip with the Universe 6 trait. This is a level 3 extra card that gives the deck an efficient and flexible way to control your opponent's board. Its ability is straightforward but incredibly powerful. During your activate main step, you can choose any number of your opponent's battle cards with a combined total power of 25,000 or less and co them. The key phrase here is, any number. You're not limited to removing just one battle card. If your opponent has several smaller battle cards on the field, you can divide that 25,000 total power however you want. For example, you could co one 25,000 power battle card, 2 10,000 power battle cards and 1 5,000 power battle card, or 5 5,000 power battle cards. That flexibility makes Time Skip an excellent answer to a wide variety of board states. This card is especially strong against decks that rely on swarming the battlefield with multiple low-cost battle cards. Instead of dealing with those threats one at a time, Time Skip lets you clear several of them at once, slowing your opponent's momentum and making it much harder for them to execute their strategy. It also works perfectly with the rest of this deck. Throughout the game, you're constantly applying pressure with your powerful Saiyan battle cards and Fusion Evolve plays. Time Skip helps remove blockers, utility cards, and combo pieces before you attack, opening the field so your bigger threats can connect more consistently. By weakening your opponent's board first, you're forcing them to spend more resources rebuilding instead of defending against your offense. We're running 4 copies because board control is one of the biggest strengths of this deck. You want to see Time Skip consistently throughout the game, especially against aggressive strategies that try to flood the field with multiple battle cards. Having access to this effect at the right moment can completely shift the momentum in your favor. Overall, Time Skip is one of the deck's best control cards. It's efficient, flexible, and incredibly effective at disrupting your opponent's board while creating clear attack lanes for your strongest battle cards. Combined with the deck's powerful attackers and Fusion Evolve engine, it helps keep your opponent on the back foot from the early game all the way through the final turn. Next, we have 4 copies of God Kamehameha with the Saiyan trait. This is a level 2 extra card that provides the deck with efficient, targeted removal while helping you maintain control of the battlefield. Its first ability is a permanent effect. If you have no battle cards in play, the cost of this card in your hand is reduced by 1. This is a great safety net for the deck. If your opponent manages to clear your entire board, God Kamehameha becomes cheaper to play, allowing you to answer one of their threats while conserving resources. It helps you recover from difficult situations and prevents you from falling too far behind after a board wipe. Its second ability is what you'll use most often. During your activate main step, you can choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with 30,000 power or less and co it. This gives the deck reliable, single target removal against many of the strongest battle cards you'll face. Whether your opponent is hiding behind a blocker, relying on a key support card, or building around an important attacker, God Kamehameha lets you remove that threat before moving into combat. This card works especially well in this deck because your strategy is built around keeping pressure on your opponent with powerful Saiyan battle cards and Fusion Evolve plays. Before you attack, God Kamehameha clears away the biggest obstacle standing in your way, making it easier for your attackers to connect with your opponent's leader and continue applying pressure. We're running 4 copies because consistent removal is essential in today's competitive meta. You want to have access to this card throughout the game, whether you're disrupting your opponent's setup in the early turns or removing a key threat before making your game-winning push. Overall, God Kamehameha is one of the deck's most reliable control cards. It provides efficient removal, helps you recover when you're behind, and keeps your opponent's board in check so your powerful Fusion Evolve threats can take over the game. Thank you all for watching the Gogeta BR Red deck profile. If you enjoyed this breakdown or found it helpful, don't forget to smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more high-level Dragon Ball Supercard game content. Here at PokePlayLab_DBSHQ, we focus on elite deck builds, competitive strategies, and powerful tech choices designed to help you level up your game and stay ahead of the meta. Also, make sure to check out the community page for polls, tournament updates, raffles, and upcoming giveaways so you don't miss anything happening on the channel. And always remember, a true warrior is always prepared. Until next time, keep building, keep battling, and keep stacking those victories.
Don't forget to subscribe!